welcome back to my channel. And today, again, we're reading Goldie. Before we read chapter 2, shout out to Charles.O and Tara Jurekic, who commented on Goldie's breed and got it exactly right. And for you others who don't know what type of dog Goldie is, you'll find out in chapter 2. What? Mum stared at Dad. He didn't look back at her. Yep, he said to Charles. It's a puppy, all right. A golden retriever. She's only about 10 weeks old. I don't think she's hurt, but she's a pretty scared little girl. The puppy peeked out at this new place. She wanted to explore and run and sniff and taste. But first, was it safe? She had to know. Carefully, Charles moved closer. Very slowly, he put his hand up near the puppy's nose so that she could sniff him. She's beautiful, he whispered. Doggy! Yelled the bean. The puppy flinched at the loud noise. It's okay, Charles told her softly. You're safe. Paul, Mum began. Charles could tell by his mum's voice that his dad had not told her about the puppy. I know, Betsy, said Dad, holding up his hand. I should have asked first, but she's such a little thing, and she's been through so much. He pulled out a chair and sat down. The puppy peered from his jacket with big frightened eyes. Lizzie was staring at the little dog. She is the cutest thing I ever saw, she said finally. We're keeping her, right? The grown-ups looked at each other. Look, this little pup is going to need a home. The puppy who owned a home and barn that just burned down aren't going to be able to keep Goldie. They asked me to take her, just until we can find her a good home. A foster puppy, Lizzie said. Before they had adopted the bean, the Petersons had taken care of a couple of foster children, kids who needed a safe, temporary home. We'll take care of her, Charles said. We'll feed her and brush her and walk her and brush her and teach her manners and show her tricks and clean up when she makes mistakes and feed her and give her water and clean up. And Charles, Mum said. We'll make sure she's happy and safe forever, Charles said. Charles, Mum said again. Hold on there, bucko. She folded her arms against her chest and leaned against the refrigerator. Charles couldn't stand it. Please! Please! Your father will need to talk this over. It's a big decision. Just then the back door swung open and Sammy strolled in. Knock, knock, he said. Who's there? Charles said automatically. Kayak, said Sammy. And helped himself to the last piece of French toast in the skillet. Charles's best friend came next door for second breakfast at the Petersons nearly every morning. Kayak who? Charles asked. Kayak you a question? Sammy said. Both boys cracked up. Mum rolled her eyes. Have some breakfast, Sammy, she said. Thanks, Sammy said cheerfully. He pulled out the chair next to Charles's, sat down and reached for the syrup. Then he glanced at Mr. Peterson and almost dropped the syrup bottle. Whoa, a puppy, she said. Her name is Goldie, Charles reported. We might get to keep her. I bet Rufus looked just like that when he was a puppy. Of course, that was before I was born, so I don't remember. Sammy's dog, Rufus, was a golden retriever too. Rufus had been around as long as Charles could remember. It was a big, strong dog with a beautiful reddish gold coat and a sweet face. Golden retrievers are one of the most popular breeds in America. They're also one of the most intelligent, loyal, and athletic. She was quoting from a Dog Breeds of the World poster. Lizzie knew every fact about every dog from Airedales to Yorkies. Rufus isn't so athletic anymore. He just lies there looking sad most of the time. He used to like to run and play ball. Now he's boring. Dogs slow down when they get older, Charles's dad said. Rufus isn't that old. Sammy poured some more syrup on his plate. Maybe he's bored, Lizzie said. Have you tried getting him some new toys? Sammy nodded. I saved my allowance for 2 whole weeks so I could buy him this cool flying saucer. He barely even looked at it. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he needs some doggy vitamins. Sammy shook his head. We tried that. I even tried putting coffee in his water bowl. Nothing perks him up, right, Charles? What? Charles wasn't listening. He was just looking at Goldie, and she was looking back at him. He reached out again and patted the puppy's soft ears. The puppy liked that. She decided that this new place was a good place, a safe place. It was time to explore. That is chapter 2, everybody. Hopefully you enjoy this video and stay tuned for another video soon. Bye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.